remember how to do it. Okay.
Hey, everybody, welcome to Slash Horrorcast, where we talk about all things.
That's how we do it. Hey, everybody, welcome to Slash Horrorcast, where we talk horror movies from the past every Monday at 8 p.m. Central Time. This is your head camp counselor, Duck. I'm here with other head camp counselors. We have Jay, afraid of what's the matter, baby. There is nothing to be afraid of. McClintock. Jay, how are you feeling today, sir?
I'm feeling good, man. This was a nice stormy weather watch. I think I watched it in the best possible scenario I could have. So I'm in a pretty good mood.
In a bed?
Hanging out in a bed.
Yeah.
Next, we got Raph. You hungry? It was a long walk, Ramirez. Raph, how are you doing, sir?
Fantastic, sir.
Excellent, excellent.
Man.
Next, we got Jacob Flowers. You brought flowers to the country, Pinkston. Jacob, how are you, sir?
I'm all right. I'm more amazed how you got this many quotes out of this fucking movie already.
I had to go
I don't
back
remember
and
a
rewatch
thing
it.
that they said.
I had to go back and rewatch it. And finally, we got our new camp counselor, Barry. For Demon's Eyes Are Always Filled with Blood, Whitewater. Barry, how are you doing, sir?
I'm doing excellent. Let's get to bed right now.
Let's do it. All right, guys, we watched Deathbed, The Bed That Eats, released October 26, 1977. Kind of. It was
We've
actually
already
released...
lost one viewer.
Yeah. Oh, bye, Jake. It was released in 2003. This movie was lost for 30 years almost. 20-something years, I guess 25. But, yeah, it was an unreleased film for a very, very long time. And then in 2003, the director decided to actually make it available. So that's when it happened. Running time on 77 minutes. A synopsis. A bed possessed by a demon spirit consumes its users alive. Let us watch a trailer. And the trailer we're actually going to watch isn't from this movie. It is from another movie called Deathbed, because I thought it was entertaining. So
more entertaining than this movie?
Yes, this trailer is great. Oh, come on now with the hey now. Can you guys see that?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
All right.
Now I lay me down to sleep, and I pray my soul to
This
keep.
is awesome.
And if I die,
It's like they borrowed the cameras from Monkey Shine.
and your soul I'll take.
That's awesome.
That was
Say
pretty
your
cool.
prayers. Rated R.
I thought that was great. Yeah, the trailer for this action one just showed a ton of slow scenes from the movie. So, all right, guys, does anyone have a history with this movie? Barry, you suggested it. Other than the Patton Oswalt sketch, do you have anything with this?
You know what? I'm going to be honest. I'd never seen the movie. I just had I have listened to the Patton Oswalt track about 1 million times, so that's why I suggested it.
Nice.
Rape Stove. That is where it's at. So,
You
That's
have to do that a lot.
does anyone else have history with this movie? I surely think not, right? No one? No one? No.
No.
Okay. All right. Well, let's get into it then. This is a movie. It's a very
I don't know.
artsy
Accurate.
movie.
Right
Yeah.
off the bat, fire the fucking Foley artist, okay? I don't need
Yes.
5 minutes of a person eating an apple in the fucking background. Like, what the fuck is going on
The
here?
whole time. That was so annoying.
What's really weird is the version I sent y'all, the Foley wasn't that bad, but if you watch the YouTube version, it's a lot worse. Like, it is loud
Oh,
as
yeah.
shit. Hobby
The
even
first
said,
time
did
the
he
door
hold it-
opens,
Sorry, go ahead.
it's like the first time the door opens, it's like,
Yep. Yeah, it's
like
the
I
weirdest
swear to God, it
sound
was somebody
effects.
blowing a fucking raspberry.
Javi said, did they just hold a cricket up to the microphone and go for it, little buddy? Like,
The whole time.
yeah, it's pretty bad. But the movie opens with 20 minutes worth of crunching noises, which really sets the standard for what you're about to go through. And we get that squeaking gate, which is terrible. The ADR is terrible all around the place. But you know what? It was a movie made on the cheap in 1977. I think it was made for like $10,000. So
That seems overpriced for this fucking movie.
he ended up spending actually $30,000 by the time it was done, so it went over budget. And what's interesting is he tried to sell it, and no one would buy it, and that is
Good.
shocking to me because I don't
Would
think
you
it was that bad.
Is it?
Well, you realize why they didn't release it till 2003?
Yeah,
Because this piece of shit.
no, it's not that bad, dude. Well, and then again, I watched it with Javi, which I think made it more enjoyable. What's up, Hobbs?
What up?
I think
Oh,
it made it
finally.
way more enjoyable.
Oh,
But yeah, I think that it wasn't. I think as an artistic piece, it was pretty decent, and I like. Oh come on! Did everyone hate this movie? Really?
no.
What you hear is the thinking. No, there was no real dialogue. It was really annoying. The
Yeah,
painting was talking.
they don't know how a movie is structured at all. So they just do narrations of exposition. They can't form any like real dialogue
Like
between these
scenes,
people. So
yeah.
they just have to fucking just tell you what they're thinking. It's like,
Well, I
what
like
is
that.
happening?
I like the
Yeah.
fact that the painting is alive, and that
Did
it
it
is talking and narrating what the bed's thinking. The bed never talks. I like that. I like the fact that the painting knows all, sees all. And
The bed just grunts and gets horny.
it did get horny, didn't it? Whenever the girl took off her blouse and stuff like that.
Yeah. Whenever he had the cigarette put out on it, he's got a very specific fetish. He was like, oh, whenever she fell asleep with the cigarette.
Barry,
That's fun.
you suggested
here.
this.
I will never go to Bed Bath and Beyond and think of it the same way again. When I'm looking at the paintings and the bed, I'm like, this is getting busy in here. And so, I'm just saying.
So you
I
suggested
started
this
thinking
movie.
about.
Sorry, go ahead.
Sorry.
No, go ahead, Jake.
No, it's a big deal. Go ahead. You're good.
I was gonna say, Barry, you
Oh.
suggested this movie. How do you feel about it now that you've watched it?
You know what? I believe, first of all, I think Jacob is right. The Foley guy blew out the budget. That's why the candle budget for the first couple that came in, because when you light
So
a room
tiny.
and you have the room,
So tiny.
I was like, how did that even survive in that guy's pocket, basically?
Yeah.
Set that thing down. And by the way, we're all agreed, by the way, it is Mountain Dew that everybody's being dissolved in, right? Or is that mellow yellow? Because it is the 70s.
Mellow yellow, for
It is
sure.
mellow. Okay. Yeah.
I just love the fact that he's like, I better set the mood. Let me bust out the good old fashioned tea candle.
Yeah. Dude, what?
Apples and wine.
I know.
and I got a
Apples,
bucket of
wine,
chicken.
and
I
a
got
bucket of chicken.
and two
Bucket of-
apples.
Bro, that's how you got down back in the 70s.
Exactly.
I would have been killing it. I bring chicken to every date I go on. I would have been fucking just like balls deep in snacks in the 70s. Like, yo, babe, I got apples and chicken. You want to do this or what?
Did you notice how that guy got the girl all tired and out of the fucking way? And then he's like, well, we could go back, baby. It's getting dark, though. He was trying to get her in there.
Oh,
trying
my
to
God, I didn't
seduce
notice
her.
Yeah.
The peer pressure.
Good, Jake.
It's like,
And
we
we-
can, but you want some of this dick, right?
Right. And then she was teasing him on the bed. What I hated was when the bed started eating the fucking apple and it spat out that apple core. Then I was annoyed. I'm like, why
It's got
didn't it just go all
cyanide
red?
in it, bro. It was being very.
It's not good to eat the core. The bed
Yeah.
knows this.
Crunch.
Do you eat your apple cores?
No.
I like that though. I
Okay.
like the fact that the apple's there, and then it does a little Muppet thing, and it goes down, and then it comes back up. I thought that was cool. And then
Also
the bed got
appreciated-
drunk on wine. I thought that was
Mhm.
kind of neat.
I also appreciate that he ate the chicken, cleaned the bones, and then put everything back into the bucket and closed the bucket back up and then put it back up.
Yeah.
I was like, this bed's
Removed
got
all
some
of his
manners.
mucus off of there also. The buckets are dry. The apples are dry. Like,
He was trying to prank him.
Yeah.
Good, Jake.
What I like
Go on,
is the
Barry.
piece of chicken that went down was a drumstick, and what the guy pulled out was a wing and a
Yeah.
thigh, showing. Like, I'm sure the producer was like, "Did somebody eat this drumstick?" Because we were supposed to show this in picture. That crew was like, "It's like, you guys, we can't eat the drumstick. We had guys." What have I
There's a
told
wood
you?
recording.
This is the Foley artist is eating the fucking drumstick. Oh, there's a wing left over there. You can throw that in.
That's
Like,
all we got.
The Foley was so bad for this movie, like, especially the beginning part where you just hear a frog croaking. I told Doug, I was like, I guarantee that fucking Foley artist is just holding his boom, and he's got a frog just like right there, and holding the frog right to the boom mic. He's like, I need you to croak louder, frog.
Croak like you've never croaked before.
Wait, the ASMR didn't work for you guys?
Yeah, no shit.
How about those hip huggers though? Did those work for you? And there was some 70s titty in this movie. Just throwing it
The
out. there,
70s
saying.
titties were on point.
That's what they say. And some 70s lingerie going on there
Oh
too.
yeah,
Oh, yeah.
absolutely.
So I'm pretty sure that the lingerie lady who went back was probably Helen, what is it? Or like a Gertrude, because that was some pretty. That was some maiden form looking stuff right there.
Yeah.
So yeah, the movie is interesting because the bed eats, and it finds a way to have the bed eat over and over and over again. And then it gives you even more in the middle where it shows like the past of the bed eating, the
my favorite
preacher
part.
and the old lesbian lady.
The
and
best
then-
part of the whole movie.
Yeah.
The two gangsters, they're playing cards on the bed together. Like, what are you doing? Like, you just come
They're
out to the
fucking
fucking they come out to the like summer cottage to play cards. I don't know. He was like in this giant villa before, and it just cuts to them sitting in bed together playing cards, and then his buddy is just like,
shooting the bed.
there's no muzzle flash, there's nothing. He's aiming at his crotch. The guy takes the gun, aims at his crotch. Like, you should have been out of bullets already. It's a revolver.
But by the way, everybody knows this is the movie that ended the waterbed craze, right?
Yeah.
Everybody knows that, right?
It's like, no
Everybody
way,
was
man.
like,
have you seen
yeah, they-
Deathbed?
Grab that receipt. We're going back to Rick's waterbeds tomorrow.
I'd having them. Yeah, I also like on the cards it says "You are dead." I'm like, can the bed write stuff on cards now? too?
Clearly.
Like,
Clearly.
the rules are kind of
Yeah.
all over the place, and
What
like
a little scamp.
I got
There was
real
a lot of
excited.
poltergeist activity.
Well, I got excited because whenever the girl is climbing out of the bed, she climbs across the bed and then she falls into the bed, right? And then she
This is
climbs
so
across the
annoying.
floor for about a half hour to get to the stairs.
That's the
That
worst.
was
That's
so
the scene
long.
that took on forever. Yes.
Never
It took her-
screamed once. Not.
No.
Can they not scream? Do they not know how
Well,
to
she
scream?
was
back in the
making
day?
noises, and it was like,
It's like
and Hobby
a
goes,
meatloaf with all that ketchup on her ass.
well, Hobby
Yeah,
goes,
Hobby
if anyone
goes.
walks past my apartment, they're gonna think I'm watching porn right now. Like, this is
It'll be like
insane.
much
Which, by the
different than
way-
any other fucking time that anybody walks by your place.
They go, "Are you watching porn?" I go, "Yes," but I'm definitely not watching Deathbed because that's slightly more embarrassing.
Yeah. Totally watching porn. Hardcore porn.
Yeah.
in
knocking
here.
on the roof and going, "No, it's porn. Don't worry."
But no one ever really screamed in that movie either, especially when that guy got his hands like melted down to his bone.
Oh
He was
my
like,
god.
Hilarious.
He doesn't even care either. He's just like, oh, these are my hands now.
These
Oh,
are
start
my
falling
looks like the cartilage just started to decay.
And his sister just lays with her head on his shoulder while he just stares at his hands for about an hour, like, oh, these are.
And she was down, right?
Skeleton-y.
She had the
Oh,
Down
yeah.
syndrome.
Yeah, she had something.
Yeah, I was about to say she's special. She's definitely special needs.
That's
Oh,
actually
they
the
were
dad from
talking
Boy
about
Meets
it.
World.
Yeah.
Nice.
Thanks, Javi.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's awesome. I didn't know that.
It's
Well, now you do. You're welcome.
it's
Yeah.
Corey Matthews' father. I didn't know that. Javi pointed it out to me. I was like, "Holy shit, it is him!" Like,
Oh, Rusty Willis. No, Rusty Rusterson. Rusty Russ.
it was William Rusty or something like that.
It was Rusty
You wanna
Russ.
watch
It's
that one
Rusty
now?
Russ in this movie. It's William Russ.
It sounds like a porn name, doesn't it? Rusty Russ.
does.
That's
Yeah.
probably
Yeah.
why he changed it.
He was a ginger porn star back in the day.
Why did the guy in the painting have black nails? Did anyone see that?
God.
He was sick. He was
he-
sick.
Well, he was
He
sick.
did-
Oh,
he had a
okay, yeah, he was.
disease,
Okay,
maybe?
you're right. He had like a old timey sickness, so that's
And
probably.
So,
that's
like,
why the
so-
bed didn't take his
So,
soul.
so tuberculosis turns you into an emo?
Yeah.
Mhm.
In the
All right.
70s before vaccines, it did. Come on, guys.
Tonight will be the night that I will fall for you.
So
This movie does seem like it would be absolutely perfect for emo bands, though. It is definitely a pioneering picture.
there is
That's
Next
definitely a
Sunday
band
music
out
video
there.
dedicated to fucking Deathbed.
There's a band
My
out there
Chemical
named
Romance. My Chemical Romance could do some wonders with this movie.
Deathbed.
We're just gonna play Deathbed, and we're gonna have a lava lamp and superimpose, and
Yes.
And Javi singing.
And we'll just play fucking Helena on repeat, see if it syncs up at all.
and then we're gonna come out a guy with skeleton hands is gonna throw chicken bones at the audience.
Maybe they can get Deathbed into the Umbrella Academy, and then you'd really get a My Chemical Romance connection.
Wait, what?
Okay, but the bed eating the people, when it comes up with the orange foam, right? and like
Like
it
great
drags him
stuff.
down. That was kind of a cool concept. I thought that was great.
The digestion scenes were fucking awesome.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was,
Yeah.
and the fact that
It's
they
like
find
the-
a way to put so many people in the bed, I thought was
I'm
interesting.
sure the practical effect was like they were dipping these things in like hydrochloric acid or something, and just watching it burn away. But yeah, that was
Coulda done
actually
it.
really. And I like the little Pepto Bismol gag.
I hated that. I was just
Yeah.
gonna say could have done away with that.
No,
no,
that
no,
was
no,
what was
no.
that.
It just
Where
added
the
to
fuck
it.
did he
like,
get it
okay,
from?
this movie is not taking itself too seriously.
Yeah, no.
Exactly.
And they did the
I
carnival
bet-
music also. Like,
I bet in the 70s, watching things dissolve in acid was a pretty good
oh
time.
yeah, yeah, dude.
It's dissolving in acid. I'm
Have you ever
dissolving
done
in
it?
acid.
It has,
Pretty
yeah.
good.
Hey, we
I
gotta wait
full
on
dead day.
Miles.
I watched
Miles
six,
saw this one.
What?
7, 8 things dissolve in acid a day. I'm pretty spent.
It only took 30 minutes per thing. No, I really like this movie like across the board. I thought the death scenes were interesting. I thought the fact that they went into the past. I thought a little bit was a little bit artsy, but I also kind of dug that
You think?
because I was like, this is fun. It was just a fun, weird movie. It's trippy. 'Cause it's
Diane
supposed to
was
be
a
built-
bitch.
What was a bitch?
Diane was a bitch. The black lady. She was making everybody uncomfortable.
Well,
She didn't even show her tits either. All the
I
ones
like
you
when her
wanted to
legs
show
were-
their tits didn't show them. And then
Yeah.
the one that they're like, oh, cool, we got kind of some titties here.
Yeah, exactly. I think she's
Horrible.
18. Close enough. Let's go.
Yeah.
One thing I did want to know was the guy in the painting like in cahoots? Because that motherfucker was decked out, man. The drip was real
Yeah.
for that guy. He was just like had all these. Oh, remember this person that you killed in the bed? And what about this person? Oh, I remember him. I was like, are you like
Is he
in a
the one
partnership?
rocking the rings?
Yes.
Yeah, that's the guy in the painting rocking all those rings and jewelry. And like when he killed the black lady, he had her fucking cigarettes.
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah. That's how it goes, man.
Look-
The painting gets half of what the bed eats. Like
Spoiled.
yeah.
I thought it was intriguing that the
Oh.
bed hadn't eaten in 10 years, and then in a single
Doesn't
day
have
it
to.
got- oh, but in
Yeah.
a single day it got 3 meals. Well,
Oh,
four
yeah.
technically. So,
So
I
wait
was
a
thinking the
second.
guy in the
So-
painting.
Good day
So
for
the
the
paint-
deathbed.
So the painting is the bed's agent. Is that what you're saying? Because he gets like.
Yeah, that's what I-
exactly.
Oh no, it's a weird partnership.
I think it's a pimp hoe situation, more or less.
I think so.
Oh,
This
when they had the pimp and hose, that was funny. The orgy getting ate. That
Oh,
was
yeah.
the best.
Dude, that bottom bitch was very attractive.
She was always not satisfied.
She was the pimp's top earner.
I mean, I looked over
She
to
was
Javi
gorgeous.
whenever she was on the screen and he was biting his bottom lip. So
I was like,
And
mm.
grabbing his
That
bottom
is
dick.
one attractive bottom bitch.
I was gonna say this movie's based on a dream the director had, and that's why it has like a fever dream kind of aesthetic to it, where like a lot of it doesn't. Well, I mean, none of it makes sense, of course. But I thought that was kind of cool because it does feel like a dream. He was able to actually create something that you could have a nightmare about, and like it's not a scary premise at all. But I mean, I'm not gonna go to sleep tonight worrying about my bed eating me. But he made it work. I like kudos to him. Like it's the only like you're like how's because I was super worried that this movie was going to suck terribly, and I
It
know
really
everyone
did.
across the board except for me.
Did you
hated
watch
it.
the same movie?
No, I liked it.
No.
This movie is
Doug,
so
you're gonna,
good.
Doug, you're gonna freak out as soon as you shut here. Bed?
That's gonna be tonight. Yeah.
That fucking weird noise when they were driving in the car for the first time. It's just all of a sudden it's just like
Yeah, the sound
they're
design is
talking
all over
like
the
they're
place.
trying
Like-
to narrate. It's like what the fuck is
Look,
happening right now?
Look, you guys aren't old enough, but that's what AM radio used to sound like in between
Oh.
stations.
I listen to Paul Harvey.
Good day.
When I watched the
And good afternoon.
so I watched the one with the featured commentary, and I felt like the director was doing a lot of apologizing. Wow,
Okay,
gotcha.
yeah, this better have been a Joel Schumacher Batman Forever apology commentary. And whenever Miles said there was a director's commentary, I was like, the audacity of this son of a bitch. Like, I'm gonna make a director's comedy for fucking Deathbed.
How
You know,
was
I heard
the
the commentary was just like, hey, I'm sorry that it got found after I hit it.
No, he was actually kind of like Uwe Ball, defensive, where he's like, well, if you don't like it, you might as well stop watching it because it's not going to get any better. What a ringing endorsement of your own film! Like he's like, this is about it.
Like a passive aggressive guilt trip.
Yeah, this is what's going to be.
He hasn't done anything else since either. It's crazy.
Oh, nobody just likes what I make, so I'm just not going to direct anymore.
He auditioned the deathbed. He auditioned the deathbed for Pee-wee's Playhouse, but it didn't make the cut.
Well, we should have known when it was Fear Factor presents Deathbed with these people.
They went with Couchy.
Did anyone like this movie other than me?
I liked it.
Yeah.
No, I didn't hate it. I didn't hate it at all.
I mean, it sucked, but it was, no, it was bad.
You know,
I only
it's
like
just-
that kill with the necklace. That was my favorite kill.
That
Yeah,
bothered
that
me.
was
The chainsaw.
That was pretty
That
cool.
bothered me.
And
I
then what I
liked,
couldn't understand, excuse me, I couldn't understand was how did he push the fucking skeleton and those flowers grew immediately?
Well, that's my question. Does he poop outside? Is that what it is? And
Does it
like,
go outside like a golden retriever?
I think it goes from the bed frame into the ground and fertilizes the earth.
I like the fact that they
Underneath.
took the bed outside. I thought that was kind of unique. And
I know.
like,
I got a
was-
Yeah,
question.
I like the wiggling foot. The wiggling foot was really good. That was my favorite part.
I also like when he got that girl at the end and he sucked her up from underneath the bed. So I was like, oh, it works.
That was
both
pretty
ways.
cool.
I was
Yeah.
like, right on. I was like,
I had a question. I couldn't understand the ending because the sound design for the end was so fucking hard. It was impossible to hear any of that fucking dialogue.
It's okay.
what
All
is
I
that?
got. Oh, I think that's Jay.
I muted it.
And all I got from that dialogue was, "Oh, your life for hers." And then they did a transmutation circle like without a Full Metal Alchemist, and they teleported the bed somewhere to set it on fire. How did that happen? You know what? It's a bad movie. I'm gonna stop asking questions about it.
Yeah.
I don't
I
wanna know
think Full
anymore.
Alchemist actually borrowed a lot from this.
We got mobs
I
coming
mean,
in.
if you really look at it, you can see where George Lucas stole a lot for Star Wars for this
Oh
movie.
yeah.
I wonder
Yeah,
if Wes
sure.
Craven stole this idea to kill Johnny Depp.
Ooh,
think
that's
you're
a
right.
good, well, no, because the movie
No, it's
wasn't
the
released for
Joey
25
in
years.
part 4 in the waterbed.
Yeah. Yeah, and you got to remember, this wasn't released for 25 years.
Why not both?
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, there's not a lot else to say about the movie. It was bad, good, good, bad. It was super artsy.
They
it was
got
a-
Joey
it was a
to
funny
one.
play the preacher.
He made the movie for himself. But if you want to come along for the journey, you're allowed to.
Yeah.
Like he made it for his own enjoyment. So I mean, is that good? Is that bad? Is that the eye of the beholder?
Yeah.
Eye of the beholder.
I mean, he had a vision and he made it. And you know what? The vision is perfect.
There's
Miles,
buckets of
what is
chickens.
up?
I came in just in time to hear Barry say that he had a perfect vision, and I think we're still talking about Deathbed. So I
That's
yeah.
right. We are.
a little
That's
confused
exactly-
right now.
Miles,
Here's the
Uh,
Here's the other thing too. When you're taking your lady out for a night on the town and you go to a deserted castle and you go to a room and there's nothing else in there but a perfectly maintained bed that has been deserted for centuries, don't question anything. You just lay her down. You go to town. Everything's
you
okay.
light your
Don't worry.
tiny candle.
Rest
You
assured
tiny
that everybody's
candle.
gonna get eaten.
to be
You bust
fair,
out your wine and chicken buckets.
to be fair, I've had
That
sex in
tiny
worse places.
candle.
So-
Candle for
No one
bed.
believes that you've had
that.
sex, Ducky.
No, come on! I keep telling you guys I did.
He's had. I've
I'll-
seen it.
I don't know if we
Then
talked
light a
about it already,
tiny
but I really
candle.
love the painting of the bed was also the only other feature of the room. You have the bed and the painting of the bed, and everything's fine.
Yeah.
Well, you also
Yeah.
have the
Those-
fireplace that is lit sometimes, and sometimes it's not, and then sometimes it's not lit, and then the camera changes and it's fully burning. Who knows why?
You know what
The
I
guy's
hate
a
about these
poltergeist.
movies?
Because that bed is David Blaine. That's who it is. All right. It's on fire. It's on fire.
I'm gonna
That's
be
what
in
it is.
bed for 31 days.
It was his greatest trick ever.
Hey, I'm sorry if this has already been brought up, but Barry, I've been dying to ask. Did you know about this movie before Patton Oswalt made the joke about it?
I did not. Patton Oswalt enlightened me to it.
Yeah, that's
Reasonable.
That's
His 3-minute bit was my favorite part of the film, personally.
Yes.
it's pretty good. It's
It
got a
is.
killer punchline. Yeah, it's not a good movie. It is a good movie. Miles, what do you think?
You know, I feel like under the right like blend of drugs, it would probably be a really good movie. It's got
Like
that
acid?
yeah, honestly, probably that would be your best choice. But like those like the eating scenes specifically are really weird. Like it's like you're looking inside a lava lamp, kind of is like the vibe I got.
Barry said it. Yeah.
Is that what you said as well?
Mhm.
That's right, Miles. We are simpatico, baby.
Hell yeah, dude. But I thought that was actually kind of a cool like at first I thought it was ridiculous and it continued to be, but I enjoyed it more the longer it went along. I had a weird situation happen apparently just on my end, but the link that we had halfway through the audio went out. And the only other thing I was able to find was the director's commentary track for the last half. So I just watched that instead. And that was actually kind of enlightening. It was pretty cool. He did actually tell people that while he's definitely like had drugs, he wasn't on them during the making of this.
That does not make it any better.
Sure.
That kind of makes it worse.
Yeah.
He's like, you made that sober?
Oh, and the most for me personally, my favorite thing that I learned from the commentary was that curly blonde actor, the guy, the brother.
The guy that looked like Lindsey Buckingham.
This is the third time this is going to be mentioned, by the way.
You mean
Oh,
the
no
guy
shit.
that looks like the dad from Boy Meets World?
Motherfucker, did y'all know he directed Boy Meets World episodes? Never showing up late again. This is my lesson.
No, it's funny, Miles, because Javi showed up late and dropped that
Yeah.
same factoid.
Yeah.
Me and Jake talked about it at the very top of the hour.
That's because Javi and I have plans to fight to the death over Topanga Lawrence still to this day.
Yeah, we do.
Side note, she came to New Year's Eve at Addison back in 2006.
Oh my
and it
God.
was
Damn.
magical.
For some reason, I was expecting you to stop after she came, but then you went ahead
Get
and
a little
ruined it.
side
With,
hug action from her.
Oh, she is way better looking in public. I mean, and you know,
in person.
in person. Yeah, you got it.
Oh, well,
And in
yeah.
public, probably also. I bet she looks like a shit. Of
Twofer. A twofer.
I'm sure Ducky already talked about this, but he was not wrong. There is like a great amount of like those 70s era titties going on throughout most of the film. So that was cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They just don't make them the same anymore.
They don't make them
they
like
don't.
they used
They
to.
don't make them like they used
No.
to.
Isn't
No,
it funny how bare bones this fucking movie is? We all know like the points that we
notes.
want to hit on here. Yeah,
it.
it's
We're
like
done.
note for fucking note. Like everybody's like, well, yeah, there was some tits in here.
the only
The
thing
bed
you didn't
digested food.
Go ahead, Barry.
I will say, can you imagine if you're a female and this is what you did nudity for, and you're like, "Ugh."
Honestly, I think I'm going to disagree with you on that because of the way this film released. Like, instead of it coming out immediately and you having to go 30 years of this being on your resume, you're now like 70 or whatever. And you're like, hey, boyfriends of mine, check out me when I was younger. I took some photos for you.
Exactly. So it's like a
Still
time
rocking this
capsule,
vibe.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like jerking off in a time machine.
Oh, that's the other thing. Can
Oh
you
my
imagine-
God, I want to do that now. Sorry, Barry. I just
No, here's
jerking
the
off in
thing.
the time machine sounds like so much fun.
You
But
don't
you
need a
wanna
time
do it-
machine.
You want to do it, Ducky, with skeleton hands is what you want to do.
Yeah.
Because that's what, if I was that guy, I'm like, well, you know what? I got
Yeah.
that sister, look away, or you
Yeah.
know what? If you're into it, take a gander, and here we go.
Not what I
It feels like
meant
somebody
when I said I
else's
wanted to
skeleton
bone.
hands.
Boner for the
Hey,
boner.
you're gonna see one more bone, and maybe it'll fall off too. Who knows?
It was so
Again,
weird. That was
I
so
apologize.
weird.
Oh, sorry.
No, I'm just saying it
I-
was
I
so
just-
weird. He's sitting there staring at his hands, and he said exactly what I was thinking. It was like, was it like a surgical procedure? Like, why is it no? And he's just looking at him.
Cauterized at the wrist.
Yeah, and I was just looking at him like, whatever.
I don't know what to do with my hands.
Yeah.
Exactly.
High
Maybe
five.
I just missed something in this clearly, well thought out plot. But why did the bed go from being inside to outside at one point? Like, what was that about?
Because the pimp took it outside.
The pimp took it
It
outside.
needed sunlight.
To get
It's only for the
energy.
men.
like to
Yeah.
rejuvenate those with poor sexual performances.
Beds
You mean
need
like the
vitamin D
sunlight?
also.
You mean
Yeah.
like the sunlight from the beginning of the film when they clearly just put like a blue filter over
I
the
hate
camera
that
and
so
shot
much.
night?
Yeah, dude. Every
What?
fucking cheap 70s movie I hate so much whenever they do that. It's like you're clearly in daytime.
The
The
only
sky is
So
still
it-
literally blue, guys. Come on.
Yeah.
Guys,
you
they
hear
didn't have Adobe and After Effects back then, all right? So they were working on a budget and acid, so they had to work with it, okay?
We only had one gaffer. It was a nightmare.
Yeah, exactly. Guys, I'm the gaffer and I'm the Foley guy. I've been eating the
Yeah.
apple all day.
Yeah.
You want this blue gel or
You know,
not?
you want me to talk to the cameraman or the DP? I don't know.
Exactly. All right.
The only thing we didn't talk about was the demon, and I didn't really understand the subplot of the bed. It was mentioned, but it didn't make sense to me.
I didn't
then
understand any of
the
this.
ending
The
doesn't make
blood,
sense.
the
Why
drop
d-
of blood of the demon gave it life. That's
Oh.
it.
How did the demon get there?
He
It
was trying to
disappeared.
fuck the witch.
Why did the
There was a
eyeball sound like it
witch?
was rolling on a floor whenever
Yeah.
it was on fucking mattress?
That was the black
Yeah.
girl's eyebrow.
Dude, the bell was just trying to freak out the Mr. Matthews. That's all he was trying to do. He's like, oh, booga, 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 disappear and pop
And
away.
they just look at it like, oh, there's an eyeball rolling around.
Yeah,
on
they
the
never
bed.
freak out.
Nobody freaked out in this movie. That guy lost his hands. He's like, oh, I've appeared to
Hey.
lost my hands.
Bummer.
This is a discomfort. Oh dear.
That guy was like hitting the Valium pretty hard. He was like, I'm too blitzed to care right now.
All right, very important question. Why does the bed explode at the end?
That's what the sound effects were like
Because
talking
of the
over that
virgin
scene.
blood.
Nobody was a virgin in that movie.
So
Virgin blood
everybody
explodes?
died.
Yeah.
Everybody
last
was
girl
having
sacrificed.
buckets of chicken and fucking. Nobody
That's-
was a virgin in that movie.
Last girl sacrificed herself.
Maybe
and
he just
everybody
ate too
died.
much.
You said
So-
the girl
I smell
sacrificed-
sex and KFC.
Yeah.
I just made myself laugh with that one. Fuck you guys.
I did really like at the beginning when he like is with the chicken and the wine or maybe beer or whatever it was, and like after he picked up the empty, he's like, oh my bad, I made a mistake. It's like you thought you took an empty box and bottle home? Like, how is that a mistake? Clearly something is off here.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But-
The ultimate white person moment was when the girl just stuck around in the room after her friend got eaten, and like she just sat in the corner. I was like, no, like we would all be the fuck out of there.
But to be fair, the bed was playing a dick move and just like opening and closing. Oh, get out now. Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, the painting
God.
talks about her state of mind too. That's what I'm saying. She was touched.
She wasn't touched. She was just like traumatized.
She
Nah,
was a
bro.
fucking waterhead.
I've got a question for Javi. Knowing, Javi, what we know about the bed and that it does in fact eat people, would you or would you not still join in on that orgy?
Okay, I will. There's no doubt about it.
He's like, that's the way I've always
Especially
wanted
if
to going out.
that busty prostitute was in there too. But fuck yeah, what a way to go, baby. That's while snooing all day.
Yeah, I like the prostitute when she was looking at the John and she's like, that guy's a weirdo. Meanwhile, she had like a fried cat on her head.
What a loser.
Yeah, exactly.
Well,
Well,
guys,
that's the
I'm
reason
like-
the bed. That's the reason the bed was taken outside because nobody could satisfy her, and she kept telling her pimp that. So they took the
Yeah.
bed outside and trying to tell people that the sunlight was gonna give them more power.
Some
and
vitamin
instead-
C for
How do you
the
pick up so
Wow,
much
man,
fucking
that shit's
detailed
fucking-
information
Yeah,
about
dude, that
fucking?
shit's deep.
And that
Bro.
poor sound design, Ref. Are you just like?
I hated it. I watched it. I hated it, bro.
It doesn't seem like you did.
Yeah, it doesn't seem like good. I think.
I wrote how
Um,
gay it was.
Whoa. How many apples are in your house right now?
What'd you write, Raph?
Oh no, how gay it was. I just wrote 3 pages of notes, and on the last one it says it's gay.
Does it
Said
look
the
like
movie's
Jack
gay?
Nicholson from the? Does it look like Jack Nicholson from The Shining, where it's like, this is gay, this is gay, this is gay. This is gay.
All right, guys. I think we talked enough about this movie. All right, the final question to go out: recommend it or not? Also, would you have sex in the orgy? Yes or no? Starting with Javi, do you recommend it?
Yes to the orgy.
No,
Yes to the recommendation.
Yes to the recommendation.
I'll recommend it, but I'll go with the preface of It's going to be a one and done. Trust me. You're just going to want to see this once.
Damn.
Unless you really like orgies with prostitutes.
On drugs or not on drugs?
Watch it on drugs.
Heavily sedated.
Fair enough. Jay, how about you? Do you recommend, and would you go to the orgy?
Sure. Yes, on all fronts.
Right on.
I know that you're not real.
And I will see you there.
At the orgy.
Oh, wait, with you
Get 'em
guys.
warmed
Hey, Jay! Didn't know you were going to be here.
Just don't make eye contact at the orgy. All right, Raph, do you recommend it? Would you go to the orgy?
No, I will not do neither of those.
No? No? Your monogamy's kicking in? Damn.
Raph, what if I promise there'll be buckets of chicken there?
There will be buckets
For
of
the
chicken.
chicken, I'll jump right in.
Oh, damn it, Javi, you brought an empty bucket.
Oh,
And 2 eaten apples.
Fuck the
Miles, do you
wine.
recommend it? Would you go to the orgy?
I'm gonna volunteer to be the like water boy at the orgy. That way I can be like part of the action, but like not on
All
the
right.
bed directly.
All right, water
Sit in there
sports.
and
Way
get a
to
little
go,
squirt. Honestly, weirdly enough, I am gonna say this movie's worth seeing once. I think it's not because it's good; it's because it's weird. But it's fun weird. I can't say that it was a good film, but I can say that I am glad that I have seen it.
Right on.
damn.
Jake-
Is it where?
Sorry,
I'm
go ahead.
sorry.
I would have rather done it on drugs. So if that's your thing, do that.
Good, Hobbs.
I was just gonna say, now I can't get the image of like Miles running a craft service table at a fucking orgy. Just like, hey, brother, you look a little parched. You want some water?
We have an
Got
excellent
sweet and
spread.
salty over here. Whatever you need. Yeah.
Maybe some Topo Chico.
I got water. I got LaCroix. Whatever you want, man. I got you, brother. I got the hookup.
Jake, do you recommend it? Would you go to the orgy?
Orgy good, movie bad.
All right, finally, Barry, would you recommend it? Would you go to the orgy?
All right, I am going to recommend it, but I'm also going to recommend that you do maybe some light cleaning at your house while you're watching. It's gonna be like a 50-50.
When the laundry piles up, put this on.
Exactly. You just get some, just get the Swiffer out and then just watch it. And then also, I'm going to say yes to the orgy as long as the prostitute, if the curtain matches the
Great.
you know what I'm saying? I need like a topiary going on. So
Dead
is what I
cat
was
on
gonna say.
top, dead cat on bottom. Gotcha.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm going to
Exactly.
recommend it
Exactly.
100%. I think it's weird. I think this is one that's going to stick with us. I think after watching it today, you're going to be like, man, that deathbed movie was fucking odd, and I kind of dig it.
Exactly.
There was no way it was supposed to work, and that works. So it's pretty cool. And I would definitely go to the orgy because everyone else is going to be there. So I'll see you guys at the orgy. Right on.
You got the
I'll
fear of
make sure
missing
I
out.
keep you hydrated, bro.
Exactly. And by the way, that chick's the prostitute's her nickname was Gorilla Salad. That was her nickname.
Are you serious? that sounded very plausible for that movie.
All right, guys. Let's
Javi's
get to
looking it up now.
Let's get to some clips of this. So let us enjoy. Everyone can see it. Yes. All right.
Yeah.
Yes.
Mhm.
The painting.
I've been imprisoned behind my painting in this limbo for 60 years now since my death.
Damn.
I
Why
think
did
half
everybody
that time I
narrate
spent
their
in-
thoughts in this movie too? I forgot to bring that up. Like nobody has dialogue. It's just everybody's inner monologue the whole movie.
Yeah. That one girl's like, I feel sick. I shouldn't be here. I was like, what the fuck? What you come on? That looks like a weird alien skull to me. I don't know why.
listening to that monster snore.
It looks like Doug from Nickelodeon's Doug. To me.
La Ghostie's dead.
That monster snore.
All right.
Loudest
Loudest
Okay.
gate ever. Listen to this thing. This thing is.
Everything was so loud.
Lord.
It does sound like a raspberry.
No, the door that swings open to the fucking house. That one sounds like a raspberry.
All gates are made out of rubber.
Javi pointed out whenever he goes to the house, he's like, it's closed. The door is very obviously open. And he's like, you need to go through that. Crunch, crunch, munch, munch.
Oh, we're talking about the prostitute?
I like the foam.
It's like great stuff.
That looks like I just got done giving a sample for my parole officer.
Because
After
Patton
a
Oswalt
beer.
constantly says the bed that eats people in his joke, I was actually very confused by this scene because I'm like, oh, it eats other things too. That's cool.
The bed that eats
Yeah.
my shorts.
Breakfast. Or breakfast. Murder.
By the way, the bed was owned by Prince.
I can see that.
Smallest candle.
They brought
Which
it just
Prince?
solely
Prince
for this
Charles?
purpose of like showing the blood, put the candle out.
Don't get
Serves
it,
no
don't get it
other
on the flame. Don't get it on the flame. We don't have another match.
Doug, did you clip the scene with the cross necklace that like digs into her neck
Yes,
or whatever?
sir.
Okay, cool. Then I won't talk about that one yet. But I have thoughts.
This is a cool shot. I like the fact that you can see the guy and the painting is obviously painted on it.
Young lady, if you could flee as fast could be, and if I could talk beyond my painting.
Oh,
to
yes,
one,
later.
Still
Yes,
not late
yes.
over the horror.
Yeah.
Being trapped in this painting has made me
Please.
talking riddles.
Yes.
Yes.
Wasn't he was just a normal person? Like,
Yeah. It's the
Why
most
is it
light.
Olmec from Legends of the Hidden Temple.
It's not-
Lady, can you make it to the
yours,
shrine of the
yours
silver
alone.
monkey?
The
fast as a
shrine of the
fast.
silver monkey.
She was a fucking
Mighty
rocket, bro. Oh my gosh, she was my
Mirror,
favorite.
mirror.
Why is it the rocket?
What?
Because she's a ginger.
No, it's not a ginger thing. I don't know. I like it.
This is
And
some
then why
good
did that
acting
break?
right here. Look at this
Culture
acting.
guys,
Huh.
right?
Huh?
The mirror's broken.
I actually
Bill.
I do like the inner monologue here because if you were sitting in a room by yourself and you broke a mirror, you wouldn't be like, "Oh, that's odd." You would think, "Oh, that's odd." So they kind of.
I'd be like, "Fuck!"
Nah, bro. I'd be like,
Dad?
why the fuck am I sitting in this bed? And run the fuck out?
Eating bugs.
Eating bergs.
Birds eating.
Does she look like Maggie Gyllenhaal to anyone else?
No, she looks
Yeah.
better than
No.
me.
Time
Yeah.
to eat. I've made your favorite.
I made your favorite.
I'm
I'm
so
not
bad for
very
those bugs.
pleased. I don't
Hi.
feel very well.
I just
I'm a
gotta say,
voice.
Not
it's
here.
so fucked up that they put a moth in
Not
guacamole.
fine.
It looks good.
Well, back then guacamole was super weird. Raise the flag.
I hate
Raise the
it.
flag.
Crunch,
Mm.
crunch, munch.
And just like that, she won $50,000.
It
I
was
d-
$10,000.
I had to block out some kitties on this.
What
Oh,
happens when?
Always gotta block out the kitties, eh?
Oh, for Twitch. That's a good one.
You mind if I use that later?
They still would, yeah.
That's gonna haunt my dreams.
You ruined it for us. Oh, the only good
I would
part
never
of
look
it.
at breasts again. I would just see Doug.
those are definitely double D's.
Why the blood from the toes? Like, what is happening here?
Oh,
Their toes are sad.
This is the
Crying
most
blood.
of all of the confusing shit in this movie, that confused me more because I'm like, I keep waiting for her neck to start bleeding because it clearly looks like a decapitation, and then it's just like, oh no, her feet, it's fine.
Miles, if you knew anything about the human anatomy, you know that any neck injury will automatically show through visible bleeding on the toes.
Yeah.
Sorry, I
She's
failed
got,
science.
Yeah,
Plus,
man.
Miles,
Science.
she's got gout.
That's not gonna go.
You should see her orthopedic shoes.
She has some real Frankenstein boots going on.
They should use that sensor everywhere.
By the way, that's the same. This is the same tank. This is the same tank that Luke got better in Empire Strikes Back.
Yeah, so that's a straight up a back to tank, bro. Boba Fett got better in one also.
Exactly.
Serious.
You take that back.
The roses.
Yeah.
Like immediately.
Dude, Foley art is just getting paid to fuck around.
That's a cool shot.
I feel like the Philly artist was Bobby
It's
McFerrin,
not
but
really
the microphone on
under
it is
the-
like.
Random deaths.
Nothing to do with Reverend Puster.
Dude, John
yeah.
Lennon, I can't believe they got him for this. It's crazy.
By the way, notice his death was like the quickest. I'm like, all right, we're done. We're done. We're gonna get him out.
Little
It
rock
really-
me a song
it kept
about
coming
being eaten
back,
by a
though.
bird.
Oral lesbians.
I can
yeah.
show
Pause it
this
on
because it's in
Pause it on
print,
this news.
so that's fine. Yeah,
This
but
is the
that
best.
oral lesbians
Big butts, bazooms, and cracks, baby.
with an X nonetheless.
Oh, yeah.
And she's in it, dude. Like,
Well,
But
you
look,
know,
it's a
focused on
different
it.
book when she gets down there. It wasn't even that fucking paper.
That was a money-saving tactic. They charged by the letter back then. So
Orgy.
Would you like to go?
Sure.
Is that how orgies happen? You just get under the blanket? Is that what's up?
Yeah.
Yeah,
yeah,
exactly.
fully
Yeah.
clothed,
That's
whatever.
what my
Just go
priest
in
told
there and
me.
just start rubbing and fucking on something.
All orgies start as a game on Nightcrawlers.
Yeah. And tummy sticks.
Exactly.
Oh, fuck.
I didn't realize till you clipped it, but there really are a lot of feet in this movie.
Yes.
That,
Dude,
that,
yeah,
that feels almost
Tarantino special.
fetishized.
Yeah.
There she is.
There she is.
There she fucking is.
There she is.
Is this
Doing
some
a
kind of
Wendy
underwater
Pfeffercorn.
blood dance.
some kind of joke?
Yep.
And they panned up, and it was fucking Cesar Romero there. Yeah.
What is this? Some kind of joke?
So that's the picture, right?
It's not a joke. Let me shoot the bed.
That's the catcher.
Anybody else think of the Danny DeVito meme from It's Always Sunny when he starts like, and then I just started blasting.
I just started blasting. So there I was. I sunk into the bed, and then I just started blasting.
By the way, that is not Al Pacino's stunt double, by the way.
I got it.
Every which way but loose, you
Oh,
turn me.
drink
Every
that
which
penis
way.
and balls.
There's his penis.
I do like that the bed is like down to like try pretty much whatever. He's like, yeah, I'll
Oh,
smoke
yeah.
that, I'll drink that, just keep it coming.
Guys, girls, whatever. I'll eat
Yeah,
you.
dude.
It doesn't matter.
Nothing like a good cigar.
Yeah.
It's a
He's a
bisexual.
true
Little-
leader for the
Little
heathen
after
community.
dinner smoke.
Yeah.
I won't need an apple core though.
Fire.
Yeah, exactly.
Look into the fire.
It's bad for you.
It's got cyanide.
So, real quick on, I didn't notice there's a lot of chatter going on. Greg says Raph is a pimp. He rules. Dan Danzy says, "Oh, this is why you had to get off the phone, Miles." And Spike says, "Of course, it's Tarantino." So I didn't notice that.
You can see yourself.
Nice.
Oh, I had a thought about this.
It's a book of
Duh.
dead people. See for yourself.
Like a book's on fire.
I'm in it, and you are too.
Okay.
And then
Dinner.
once you get
What you
in
got?
the
What you
nightgown-
got?
Wait, can you,
What you got,
wait,
Barry?
can you pause?
Yeah.
So you notice how there was no print in that book?
Mm-hmm.
That's when conservatives went, critical race theory. Let's start burning books. Death library, the library that eats books. Yeah.
This was cool. Like
I really wanted her to live. I thought she was
did
actually
too.
going to make it.
I really wanted her to get out.
You know,
But she sucks at crawling.
Yeah, old pencil
Yeah.
pants. Yeah, it's real.
Yeah. That's what I was saying. She looked like a fucking meatloaf from the waist down.
Oh, something just
Thank you.
happened.
I appreciate that. Whoever donated that.
Fucking Dan
You know.
subscribed 12 months. 12 months! God damn, Dan. Thank you.
Thanks,
very much.
Dan.
Sorry, I hung up
Come
on
back
you.
here.
Dan said Barry Whitewater is great.
Why does it have to be a white sheet that gets her? I don't like that part.
He was looking like a fruit roll-up right there.
More feet. Just
Then
saying.
nobody
Saying,
screamed. Somebody
no.
fucking scream.
You're right. Why are they not screaming?
Yeah.
Well, we're not hearing their inner thoughts right now, but they are screaming.
Said, what's that fucking sound?
Goo, goo, don't worry. Goo, not a thing.
By the way, whoever did the Bobby McFerrin, you're right. I can hear that. Don't worry.
Eyeballs.
can you pause it? I also just want to say this movie may have not had a lot of shining points, but I do love the use of the theremin in this movie.
Oh yeah,
Like the theremin was on point.
Yeah, that was just one thing I was thinking. This movie could use more fucking theremin.
Think about how thrilled the theremin player was because they never get work.
Yeah, and there's a good reason why. You have to be
On the
really
shine.
good at
I'm
having
gonna tell you, Mom.
Yeah. Like Sugar Man is like one of the exceptions that the theremin is fucking kicks ass.
Sugar Man.
There was that one album where like Incubus got really into the theremin, I think, or maybe it was just one song. I don't know. I remember seeing it in a concert. It was just like, you guys, this is an unnecessary addition to this band.
Was it in Rock On?
Future.
Is that all you
This is gonna
got?
be
Is
the face of the new
apples?
band.
I also have a theremin. Fine.
Sure.
I also want to give a
Didn't
shout out.
trust him. Go ahead.
I was going to give a shout out to Spike real quick. He subscribed to us also, so thank you very much.
Thanks,
Appreciate
Thank you,
Spike.
Spike.
it. Jay, what were you going to say?
Thanks, kiddo.
No, I was like, I didn't trust the guy until I found out that he played the theremin. Now I'm complete.
You know, I think differently of this man now.
I didn't understand the eyeball part. Was he throwing out the girl's eyeball or like a bunch of people's
First, I
eyeball?
thought it was a fish because it's got these weird little fins coming off of it.
He's
It
trying
does
to
look fish-like.
freak him out.
Yeah. I
Yeah, just,
achieved failed anatomy because I don't know how neck injuries and foot blood work, but I also didn't know that eyeballs work that way.
You're
And
not
they were
wrong.
like marbles
And
on
they sound like
fucking
marbles.
cloth.
Somebody freak out.
On
Somebody
cloth
freak
pad.
out.
Knifing around.
Knifing around. Cut.
Holiday Road.
Take that, Mr. Feeney.
Does it look like he's jerking off the bed here?
Looks like he's trying to inseminate cattle.
Oh no! Oh, this is slightly discomforting.
Those are hot dogs, right?
Yeah,
well,
That's bacon. That was bacon coming off of that.
oh,
You just saw him
great.
come
What
just
do
now.
I do with these?
So right before it
Exactly.
happens, Javi goes, "Is going to be skeleton." I'm like, "No, it's not." And then he popped up his hands. I was like, "Holy shit, this movie's great."
He made me watch.
Are you serious?
The bed licked the
Motherfucker.
blood clean, dude. Like that looks like after I ate chicken wings. There's nothing left on
It's gonna
that.
be like
My
that.
man.
My
I fuck
theory
him
would be like,
so much
this
for that,
bed
man.
has piranhas in it.
Killing the demon.
That's what I call it.
What you didn't clip is that they set his skeleton hands on fire to keep them warm after that.
Yeah.
They
And I
did.
set fire to the bed.
To the bed. I love Adele.
A little Jimi Hendrix.
You guys understand what happened? That girl at the end, the only connection she had to the girl who was half dead in the coffin was her same color eyes. That's why that bed was always freaking out around her.
Dude,
That was
Are
that
you
only-
sure you hated this
Yeah.
movie?
yeah, you should do a commentary for this movie. You know more about this movie than the fucking director does.
Yeah.
Like, you pulled out some deep shit already. I'm like, oh, wow, you're actually making me second guess this movie now. Like,
I would just like show it to the director. Here's why this movie is gay, but also great.
yeah.
Oh my
I
god.
hate
His
this movie
YouTube-
so
his
much.
YouTube-
Here's some deep fucking shit you didn't know about it.
I hated this movie. A 1-hour YouTube video commentary broken into 12 chapters. Like and subscribe.
Man, I'm serious. I've never heard somebody say a movie was so bad, but then fucking you and broke it down on an intellectual
He said he has-
level the way that you just did.
I think that I need to
Pages of
smoke.
notes.
I need to start smoking as much weed as Raph does because he sees the world in a different way than the rest of everyone. So.
You mean Sean Connery over here?
Yeah, I'm fucking Sean Connery.
Ralph, I fucking love that joke. That was great.
That was-
Thank you
that's-
guys. I'm getting a lot of good feedback on that
Yeah,
one.
dude, that was funny. All right, recommendations. The first one will be Deathbed 2002, just because it's the only other movie called Deathbed that I know of. I skimmed through it.
Oh,
I
you
watched-
couldn't.
and
You
by
couldn't
skimmed
find Death
through it-
Couch.
No.
We said
Oh.
Death Couch. No, that was a
we
good time,
Killer
boys.
Sofa.
Killer Sofa.
Killer Sofa.
Did you really watch Killer Sofa? Is that a
Fuck
movie?
Yeah.
yes, we did. We'll tell you whatever you get to my recommendations.
All right, so Deathbed 2002, I skimmed it, and by that I mean I watched the sex scenes and it was
Nice.
not very good. And it's a full moon production, so watch it if you dare. It is not the same as this. It's about the bed itself cursing the husband into choking his wife to death, and then that's pretty much it.
We've
right.
all
The
been
Scott-
there.
Second
Scott
one I
Peterson
will
story.
recommend is Suburban Sasquatch. And if you watch Red Letter Media, you know all about Suburban Sasquatch. I've recommended this movie
Oh
before,
God.
but it is just some CZ level shit, and it is terrible. And the Sasquatch is literally just a person in a suit, which it would be anyhow, but it looks terrible.
Was it Bob Piranha?
Did you just take away points from this film because there's not a real Sasquatch in it?
Yeah.
That's,
I guess I did.
That's kind of a weird pull, Duck.
My bad.
Is that why you hate Harry and the Hendersons
God,
so
these
much?
lazy filmmakers
Oh,
these
look.
days.
Hey, look, they won up,
Okay,
they
we got
won
a
up the
real
skeleton
Sam
hands.
Squanch.
I just love the Sam Squatch. There he is.
Oh wait, is it what's that Irish movie we watched last week? It looks like that guy.
Rawhead Rex.
Right there. There he
Fuck
is.
that.
All right,
So with the
guys.
double D's,
You guys got any recommendations across the board here?
just the others.
The others? What? The others? That came out of
Nicole
nowhere.
Kidman?
Watch a
Nicole
good movie?
Kidman?
Yeah, because they think the furniture is haunted, but it's a ghost under it, all the shit.
How do you even
pretty
remember
funny.
that movie?
What was the meaning for the ghost behind
good
that movie? I
movie.
think you would know.
It's
Like
like the reverse.
100%.
It's the reverse Sixth Sense.
Yeah, everybody was alive in the end of the movie.
Yeah, except for them. They were dead.
All right. Well, anyone else got a recommendation? Go
Yeah,
ahead,
I got one. I'll throw out Slacks, SLAXX.
I've heard of
Came
this.
out in 2020. It's about a killer pair of jeans that gets out in like a Gap type of store. It is more of a comedy. It embraces its funniness more versus its weirdness, but it's still very weird, very fun. The Bollywood scene alone is well worth the whole movie.
So,
I gotta recommend.
go ahead.
If we're talking about really weird things that kill, I would like to recommend the movie Rubber about a killer tire. that has
Yes.
telekinetic
Yes.
abilities.
It's directed by Mr. Wazo.
And it's actually I love that movie. Like,
Oh, it's so
it's really good.
Soundtrack is great.
Hell yeah, it is.
All right,
Anyone-
for killer things, I'm gonna go with Attack of the Killer Tomatoes.
Ugh.
Wow. Okay. All right. All right. I got it. All right, I got it. Not cool enough. All right.
The
Move on.
first one or the second one?
The second one.
I like the
Oh,
cartoon.
All
The
right,
cartoon
Jake,
was good. I fuck with the
Jake, what you
cartoon.
got?
Killer Sofa. It's about this guy who gets this really nice love seat, and everybody comes over and compliments it, and he just has a really good time with his new sofa. No, it eats people, and it's really bad. It's akin to this, but it's set in a more modern time, and it is something else.
Does
We
the
watched it for
sofa-
good time, boys.
Does the sofa go?
I don't even remember it. It was so fucking bad. I just remember it was one of the worst goddamn things I've ever seen.
What
Was
did we watch
anybody
the other
from
night?
Boy Meets World involved in the production?
It's got Sean in it.
I believe
Barry,
it-
do you have a
This
recommendation?
Was the director.
I don't. This is the pinnacle of all horror movies for me. So this is, I heard there's something called Halloween. I gotta go check it out.
All right, guys. Well, with that said, Miles, tell them where they can find you on the internet.
You can follow me everywhere at Mr. Most Days Off, and you can check out my Simpsons podcast, the Best Darn Diddly Review Show. That's DIDDLY.
Right on. Javi, where can they find you?
You can find me and my art at Javi Bear Studios on TikTok and Instagram.
Excellent. Raph, tell them where they can find that video of your Sean Connery. joke.
Raphael
Sean Connery.
parentheses Fez, and I'll pop right up.
Right on. And Barry, where can they find you on the internet? You got any shows coming up?
I do. Tomorrow night, I'm at Plano House of Comedy. And then you can find me in Waco on Saturday at the Brazos Theater. But you can also find me on Facebook at Barry Whitewater. And that's where all my jokes and dissertations on Deathbed, the bed that eats, can be found.
12-part series coming up. Well, guys, you can find us on wearepodcast.podbean.com where you can find all the podcasts. We Are Air, We Are Bagu. Of course, you can check out our social media, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok at /We Are Podcast. And you can find us every Monday for Camp/Horrorcast, where we talk horror movies from the past, live at 8 p.m. Central Time. Next week will be Aliens. Yes, that is Javi's birthday pick next week. So
My birthday pick was Dark City.
You must have changed it because it was Aliens, but okay, we'll do Dark City instead. All right, so Dark City it is, which I've never seen, but I've heard is amazing. So let's check it out. No, Wicked City is what you picked the week after.
Real quick, can I give a shout out to the 4 subscribers? Rudy, David, Amber, and Dakota.
Sure.
Who subscribe to my page. Thank you guys.
That's awesome.
Hell yeah, dude.
Fuck yeah.
Keep supporting.
Yeah,
Thank you,
Barry,
guys.
please come back anytime you want. We really appreciate having you on. Hopefully, we can do this in the future. But you are welcome.
I had so much fun. Thank you guys.
Thank you.
Thank you, Barry.
Yeah, dude.
Love and miss you, buddy.
Thanks, Barry.
Great seeing you.
This movie sucks.
I miss you too. I miss everybody, but especially Jacob. You're always the best.
Oh, yeah. That's me,
We all miss
motherfuckers.
Jake.
Yeah,
And guys, with that said, keep horror in your heart. And
Whores?
we will check you out next week when we figure out what movie.
Keep it in your heart, fellas. Keep horrors in your heart.
Mm-hmm.
All the horror.
Also, if you get a chance, not sponsored, Heineken Zero is pretty good. So get some. So.
Oh my
Heineken
god,
sponsor us. You hear that?
dude, are you trying to get them to sponsor us?
Yeah, why not? I guess I should
got
mention
Geekster?
I should
And now we
mention our
I
actual.
drink
It's
Rubble
somebody
Mints all
that's
the
gonna pay
time.
to
I think
sponsor
you should
for
drink
sure.
Rubble Mints like me.
Bullshit.